is so covered with old flowers and people, all the same, together lying there with petals falling on the dirty floor. I want to play. The floor you come and sweep with the huge broom. That dirt you sweep. What happens then? What happens all the dirt you sweep from flowers and people? What happens all the dirt? Is all the dirt what's left of flowers and people? All the dirt there in a heap under the huge broom that sweep everything away. And why you work so hard? Why brush and sweep to make a heap of dirt? And who will bring new flowers? And who will bring new people? Who will bring new flowers to put in water where no petals fall onto the floor where I would like to play? I want to play. Who will bring new flowers that will not hang their heads like tired old people wanting sleep? Who will bring new flowers that do not split and shrivel every day? And if we have new flowers, will we have new people too to keep the flowers alive and give them water? And will the new young flowers die? And will the new young people die? And why? Why do people have to die? I couldn't answer the question. The next one is, it's a little poem called Bread. And as a child, I remember my mother, God rest her, making a loaf of bread. And the attention that she gave to it. And there's an old Irish tradition, which I was always, and still am, very fond of. I am, what are you capable, what are we capable of being? Do we lock ourselves inside ourselves? And could we become somebody else in our own head? A friend, a lover, a wife, a husband, whatever. The ancient Irish tradition is, I am the wind on the sea. I am the salmon in the waterfall. I am the smile in a child's eyes. I am a secret thought. I am love, eager to happen and to help. It's very interesting when you ask that about if you're courting someone at this beautiful age that you all love and enjoy now, what's he thinking about tonight? And if you could occupy that with a poem. And one of the great ways of educating yourself is do impossible things. Try to get inside the mind of a friend or of a character in a novel or of a character in Shakespeare. What did Hamlet think about his father? Really? Did Shakespeare really get it? Or was he a different kind of lad? Anyway, here's the bread talking about being in a field of wheat to begin with, and then being touched by a woman's fingers. Imagine me, a loaf of bread. Here's the bread talking. Someone else cut off my head in a golden field. Now I am recreated by her fingers. This moulding is more delicate than a first kiss, more deliberate than her own rising up and lying down. I am fine as anything in this legendary garden, yet I am nothing till she runs her fingers through me and shapes me with her skill. The form that I shall bear grows round and white. It seems I comfort her, even as she slits my face and stabs my chest. Her feeling for perfection is absolute. So I am glad to go through fire and come out shaped like a dream. In my way, I am all that can happen to men. I came to life at her finger ends. I will go back into her again. Translated and rewrote an old Irish poem, and I love it because it asks mad things, you know, and would like, what kind of a place is heaven? You know, the next time you're talking to your parish priest, ask him, what was heaven like the last time you were there? Are you looking forward to going back? And St. Bridget's prayer asks questions like that. What kind of a man was Jesus? Does he like a pint of Guinness? Or, come in, Jesus. St. Bridget, she doesn't exclude suffering, but she imagines heaven full of good drink, you know, and what it's like. What's it like to be happy? Happy. I remember a fella in Ballylongford, he fell off his bicycle once. And I asked him, I rushed out to him and I said to him, how are you, Moshe? Oh, says he, oh, stop. My ass is broken, but I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough, he said. And St. Bridget's prayer is this. I'd like to give a lake of beer to God. I'd love the heavenly host to be tippling there for all eternity. I'd love the men of heaven to live with me, to dance and sing. If they wanted, I'd put at their disposal even vats of suffering. White cups of love I'd give them with a heart and a half. Sweet pitchers of mercy I'd offer to every man. I'd make heaven a cheerful spot, because the happy heart is true. I'd make the men contented for their own sake, and I'd like Jesus to make love to me too. I'd like the people of heaven to gather from all the parishes around. I'd give a special welcome to the women, the 3 Marys of great renown. I'd sit with the men, the women, and God, there by the lake of beer. We'd be drinking good health forever, and every drop would be a prayer. My last one here is the one written out anyway, is I see a dancing father. He was a fairly typical Kerry rogue, you know, like myself. And he used to get up in the morning and he'd come down into the kitchen and he'd be dancing and whistling, and he'd start singing to my mother, God rest them both now, and he'd sing, I love you as I never loved before, when first I saw you on the village green, come to me ere my dream of love is o'er, I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet 16. And he put his hands around her head and she'd let him do it, because she'd say, sure, you have to let the men have a bit of their way with you. Not all of it, but a bit of their way. And I remember when I was leaving Kerry to go to Dublin to work up there, I said, have you any bit of advice for me? And he looked at me straight in the eyes and he said, take it easy. And if you can't take it easy, take it as easy as you can. He's gone, you know. There's a thing about the father, you know, you never forget him, or the mother. But when the father is, I would say, a great old rogue like myself, I never forget him. I talk to him a lot. Do you know what I mean? That it's lovely to talk to the dead. When you lose them, they're gone. But they're not really, because they come back into your head all the time. I see you dancing, Father. No sooner downstairs after the night's rest and in the door than you started to dance a step in the middle of the kitchen floor. And as you danced, you whistled. You made your own music, always in tune with yourself. Well, nearly always anyway. You're buried now in Lislochton Abbey. And whenever I think of you, I go back beyond the old man, mind and body broken, to find the unbroken man. It is the moment before the dance begins. Your lips are enjoying themselves, whistling an air. Whatever happens or cannot happen in the time I have to spare, I see you dancing, Father, and I always will. I'll see you dancing, oh my Father. Thank you.